So another Andy B 2-minute video. I want you to picture in the UK a giant spider. A giant spider to me would be sort of 3, 4, 5 inches across. That's what I would see as something quite terrifying, might shock me. So picture this. Joe and I are sat in bed the other morning. We're having a bit of a chat and a pray before we get up with a cup of coffee and tea. And on the wall, I see this 3, 4 inch shadow of a spider. I was a little bit surprised. I kind of yanked Joe forwards. We got out of bed. What the heck is this monstrous nightmare in our home? And we looked and I couldn't find this thing. It wasn't on Joe. It wasn't on the bed. It wasn't anywhere. So I kept looking. And then I noticed there was this teeny tiny spider, maybe 0.5 millimeter across. It took me a long time to find it. And it was having a little play with us by walking across some little LED lights we've got on the top of our bed. And the projection from this little teeny tiny, maybe 0.5 millimeter across spider was about 3 to 4 inches of shadow on the wall. We had a laugh. But the thing is, it got me thinking about issues in our life where we're seeing something that just isn't. Projection makes things bigger. If you think about overhead projectors, when they first came into church, you had this big funny screen come in and all of a sudden you could put a static image on a screen. Projection then became huge stuff that you get in big concerts where it's 60, 100 feet long by 60 or 80 feet and it's this massive, massive screen. We can project onto it. That's done through TVs in different ways, but it's the same basic principle, and sometimes real projectors. So things can be projected bigger than they are. And the devil loves to get us seeing things that are huge, insurmountable, terrifying, scary, whatever. And maybe it's a tiny 0.5 millimeter spider that we can barely even see. But the projected image of that is huge. So where in our lives are there projected images on the walls of our life where we're seeing these huge, monstrous problems that really just are not? Just a thought.